Are here, Momochan as of Velajave. Please take it away.
Thank
Yay,
you,
thank
Anonym.
you. We will see
Okay.
what will happen inside of the land of the run. This is the second game of Bats of this series. Don't forget to use the hashtag GoOnic and also hashtag EVOS if you're supporting them in the comment section below.
Yes, Onic Esports, they cleared the mid lanes pretty fast here. Meanwhile, BAJAN still pretty annoying with the ritual as well. Combat of ritual coming from BAJAN. And Drian, pretty low in the bottom lane.
Yeah. I really want to see what will happen, but I have a slight hope here for the friend here, especially with Bruno plus Rafaela combo. Let's see what will they do inside of this game. Hopefully it will turn out into the good result, but I don't know about EVOS. They're having a very strong lineup, if I can say, with the comfortable pick with Wannn, REKT, and also BAJAN, especially Pendragon and also Rexxy. So yeah, I think that all of them having a very good hero on their side. But look at that one, actually EW.
It's gonna be to survive.
Yeah,
Almost being the targeted by one here.
but he's using the Purify. Imagine there is no Purify on his hand because the cooldown is pretty long, like 90 seconds if I'm not mistaken.
But the EVOS Legend, they have a lot of CC they're coming from
Yeah.
the team though. Rexxy with the Abyssal and Abyssal Trap, REKT also with the Falling Salmon right, and one the slow they're coming from the Zaman Force, and wow, BAJAN really take a lot of damage. But the first blood goes to Onic Esports. Wow, it's a really good sign for Onic Esports.
Yeah, I know, right? But we are seeing it's actually because BAJAN taking it too long there. He's overstayed in that area. We know that actually Bruno is very strong when they're having the stacks right here. He already have the Rupture Market plus with Butsss. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's so rich.
You are right, Velajave, with 1.5k, but only BAJAN. What? Twice
Yeah,
being shut down by Onic Esports.
because of the Sanz ball is just like so painful right there.
The volley shot.
The volley shot, whenever he takes something, it's gonna be having a very huge damage. But I'm not sure about the mid-late game because we know that mid-late game, we believe that actually it's gonna be very tanky coming from EVOS. But if Onic keep doing this, allowing EVOS to go to the mid game, they still have the chance to stop.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Onic Esports, they are trying to dominating in the early phase here. Let's see if Onic can still manage to get 1 point from EVOS Legend in our second game. Oh, being stole by one here. And Drian is already being targeted by EVOS Legend. Pendragon still managed to survive, but I think Antimage still want more. And he goes for it.
And Antimage using mage. This is a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
new word.
A whole
like,
new world.
like before we are seeing he's using Alice but not turning out really well. But this time actually he really wants to play super greedy but still able to get solve for them. And Sanz now he's being free to try to get over the blue buff right there, but W.
Need to be careful with his position as well. But Sanz already coming after he secured the blue buff here. Rexxy being shut down, but one. Oh my god, he also cannot handle a lot of damage coming from Sanz.
Yeah. He really needs to be careful of his movement. He needs a proper setup, and look at that one. Actually, this is a good setup for REKT if he wants to do the falling star moon, but he's handling his position.
Yeah, he just hit for later, but Drian got a lot of damage towards one here, and Drian still able to survive a little bit.
Oh ho ho hoy. But on the other side, we are seeing actually Pendragon kind of waiting for his movement, but look at that one. Actually, his movement is not going to turn out really good because Sanz will take him down. Healing scream for him. Even BAJAN will be able to be shut down as well, I think. Oh, but he's still able to do the ambush and still able to run away.
Oh, okay, it's gonna be a disaster for EVOS Legend. They really lost their gameplay in the early phase because a lot of damage are coming from Sanz especially.
Oh, but look at that one actually with the Zaman Force and also the Chrono that's giving so much damage from Wannn with the setup from Rexxy. But look at this in the top lane, Butsss versus REKT. This is the X-teammate that actually fighting against each other right here. Oh, Stutter Dance, Dragon Tail. What will happen with this Esmeralda?
Yeah, Esmeralda, right? Even cannot handle by himself in the top lane here. The falling salmon being open, but EVOS really secure their objective. They really need turtle because they already being left by 1k from the net worth.
Yeah, and they really need to catch up because one turret as well. So they really need to be careful of their movement. They really need to have a proper stuff to be done right there. But look at that one,
Antimage really got a lot of damage coming from Rexxy and also Pendragon, but Drian always there, trying to back up his teammate perfectly in the perfect timing.
CW will be the target right here for Wannn. Wave of the World is not even enough to get one down right here. BAJAN as the frontliner, but Drian right here tries to chase over Wannn, and Wannn will be shut down. On the other hand, we are seeing BAJAN versus 3 members of Team Onic, and he's still able to go back.
I don't think that actually EVOS Legend can force it though just now.
Yeah,
Because the 4 member from Onic already rotate from the top lane, especially Butsss just now.
And this is also not the first thing overtaking the blue buff from Team Onic.
Again and again. Oh my god, unstoppable force and also ejected towards Rexxy. Rex managed to survive? No. Because a lot of CC they coming from Drian and also from Sanz, it's gonna make REKT pretty hard to survive.
But Pendragon playing it really well in the bottom lane. They need to get REKT down with this kind of situation, but Abyssal Arrow just connects it just now towards Antimage, and he will be burst down really fast. This is a good start for EVOS if they want to.
Oh, but there was still one more here. They know that actually they can pick off towards CW, and that's what they did just now. Drian still managed to survive with only half HP that he has in the middle lane just now.
But Sanz now having a new Berserker series.
Wow.
You know that actually it's gonna be very painful for the movement. With the other shield from Drian, he wants to be more tanky whenever they do stuff right here. But look at the creative of Sanz.
The winning condition then for EVOS Legend actually they need to shut it down Sanz in the first place though. No matter what. No matter how the way.
But on the other hand, they can try to get over CW as well, because Sanz will not do stuff without CW. But look at that one in bottom lane. Butsss is being chased by a lot of member, but he is still able to survive a lot of stuff. But one is coming.
Like already know that Sanz is coming from behind, and also BAJAN still want more, taking a lot of damage coming from Onic, and it's gonna be a lot of spaces that coming from Wannn here. But Sanz really so hard been taken down just now.
Yeah, the position is just like not coming so good. Wannn is pretty confused. Should I go back or have my teammate? BAJAN and Rexxy is forcing their movement to get over Sanz. Yeah, they got it, but they got Thamuz as well. Not even them. Even Wannn is also being shouted down. Only REKT being able to get back and heal in the base right there. So it's a huge loss for EVOS, even though that they got Sanz on the other hand.
And CW still survive as well.
Yeah.
Wow, Onic Esports, they really make EVOS Legend
Confused now.
confused in the second game.
Yeah, I think they're pretty confused right now with the movement that's been done by Onic. And the Rafaela is also the key player for this game. I thought at first, okay, Rafaela is for what? Unstoppable for 5 games.
Wow, you
Rexxy.
A lot of damage coming from Sanz, massive damage, especially he knew that actually he already got the Berserker 40. It's gonna giving a lot of critical damage towards EVOS Legend member.
Yeah. I was mentioning before like Rafaela for what, but after they're picking over Bruno, they have this slight chance to win the game because of the Bruno on their hand. Oops, another one right here.
Already being ejected by Drian, and that's gonna be the answer for Onic Esports. They still able to pick off one here, Butsss with the Light Dragon form. Still go for BAJAN at the backline, but I don't think the EVOS Legend can manage to survive in the second game. They're really being wrecked by Onic Esports.
Even though that the gold is not too different. You can see actually the gold is like 300, 400 gold different.
Because just
both
now
of the sides, but the chance to take over the Lord, it's gonna make them hard to stay in the base only. And if they want to contest it, it's gonna create so much trouble. And I'm kind of worrying, like they are having a very messy war. that I thought they're supposed to have like 3 or 4 members who are together, because the rest of Team Onic is just like a very strong pick of with that kind of hero, but they're not. When they gather together, they are not having a very good composition from the hero.
Yeah. I don't know. This Rafaela maybe she has done some time, but no one can take down Sanz. That's the problem here.
Yeah, because Rafaela is the like the bait right there.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a disaster for Onic Esports. Meanwhile, ejected they're coming from Drian. Really make all those legends pretty hard. Even though he can take down CW, but CW is not the top priority for EVOS Legend. We really need to shut down Sanz. But no one can even touch Sanz here.
Yeah, but look at that one. REKT actually still try to go back a bit. The Lord is able to be cleaned by REKT. But look at that Drian, Sanz, and Antimage. They don't want to stop it. They want more. And the flowing blood unstoppable force to the forward of the base. But what will happen? The inhibitor already been taken by the Onic Esports. Now they still want to set up so they can try to get over the last inhibitor inside of the base of Team EVOS Legends.
Yeah, but of objective they lose the buff, they lose the jungle as well, they lose the wave management actually being secured by EVOS Legend. Onic Esports, they really need to at least maybe wait for the second lord, or maybe they want to wait until Wannn open the Zaman Force and targeted CW, which is we know there is.
If they are not targeting CW, Sanz will be easily go away.
But the problem is
That's the
the follow-up. But the problem is the follow-up is not there for EVOS Legend.
I know, because the only one that can dive into that one is only from Harith.
REKT also can.
But he is the frontliner that is trying to disturb the rest of Team Onic.
It should be BAJAN, I think. But I don't know. Like EVOS Legend, they are so different with the first game.
Because they don't have hero to chase over Bruno. It's kind of surprising them.
They don't have one lock hero.
Oh,
This one is
not good.
Yeah, this one is really not good. But the one also stay in the front line without any help that coming from the team. And 3 member down from EVOS Legend. It's gonna be a disaster for EVOS Legend here, Belgium.
Yeah, and I don't think it's gonna be very good as well. Look at that one.
Oh my god, the
ejector
massive damage.
thing happened right there, and look at the damage that is given from that Bruno, and the game is finished. This is a 3rd game that will be happening inside of the first play-in on MPL ID Season 6 playoff.
Wow, what happened to EVOS Legend? I thought that Esmeralda, Harith, and also Selena plus Hilda is pretty strong for EVOS Legend. But Onic, even though they lose Rafaela so many times, there's no follow-up that coming from EVOS Legend to